The girl only touched the ladder, but never expected it would nearly cost her life. When she looked down and saw the bottomless cliff beneath her, her fear of heights kicked in. She froze and couldn't climb any farther. Her friend above her laughed and called her a coward. Hearing that, the girl got angry. She swore she would climb to the top of the abandoned tower just to shut her friend up, but she didn't notice that the screws on the ladder were already loose. After climbing for over an hour, the two finally reached a small platform halfway up, but that wasn't the end. Their goal was the very top of the tower. When the girl saw the last section of the ladder, with no safety rails, her legs went weak, just like anyone else's would. One wrong step could send them falling from hundreds of meters in the air, but her friend kept shouting from above, telling her to hurry up, so the girl forced herself to stand. She shook the ladder to make sure it was steady, then carefully started climbing again. She kept repeating to herself, "Stay calm," but her friend noticed how slow she was and started shaking the ladder to scare her. The girl screamed and begged her to stop. That one move nearly ruined everything. A climb that should have taken just a few minutes ended up taking over half an hour. The girl looked exhausted, so her friend tried to reach down and pull her up, but suddenly the ladder shook, and the girl almost fell. Thankfully, she had a safety rope tied to her, so she didn't fall off. With her friend's help, she finally made it to the top of the tower. Standing high above the ground, looking down at the world below, the girl felt a rush of joy. Her fear vanished completely. But when they finished taking pictures and were ready to climb back down, they realized going down was much harder than going up. To stay safe, the girl slowly reached her foot down to the lower ladder while her friend held onto her from above. It looked easy at first, but after just a few steps, disaster struck. At the crucial moment, her friend grabbed the top of the tower with all her strength and stopped the girl from falling. The girl, full of adrenaline, pulled herself up using the rope. Soon she reached the ladder again. With her friend's help, she got back to the top safely. The girl quickly pulled out her phone to call for help, but there was no signal at such a height. Now they were really scared. If no one came to rescue them, they would eventually die from thirst or hunger. Then the girl had an idea. They could drop the phone to the ground. As long as it didn't break, the emergency message would go through. They thought the plan might work. Her friend took off her shoe and placed the phone inside while it was sending a message. To increase the chances of success, she also pulled off one of her padding guards and stuffed it into the shoe for extra protection. After setting everything up, they tossed the shoe with all their hope down toward the ground. If it were you, would you dare to climb a tower that's hundreds of meters tall?